Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, January 29th. So overall, FOMC was kind of a nothing burger. The forecast was vague and we didn't really get much, so it was just kind of a choppy, really choppy day in the market overall. So the S&P, we did break the inside bar bull, but we've been kind of just hugging along these daily exponential moving averages here, the 8 and the 12. We're starting to, this is after hours now, so we're starting to bounce on the 4 hour. So we could just be putting in a 4 hour higher low and heading up. We also have this 4 hour head and shoulders we could be looking at too, so there's always that to be looking out for. The NASDAQ, just a doji candle. We're starting to bounce on the NASDAQ as well. So we had a bunch of tech earnings, and Meta was good, Tesla was good, Microsoft was a bit down last time I saw. But yeah, it looks like tech so far is having an okay earnings, nothing too crazy. So we'll have more on the open tomorrow. And for the rest of the week, it's quite a bit happening. We'll have Apple. Apple will probably be a big mover for sure. And what days? I'll go later, figure out which day Apple was. The Russell, an outside broke on both sides, so it's kind of making a broadening wedge type shape here at the moment. So it's kind of, yeah, we got a broadening wedge forming here. Bouncing right now after hours, so we'll see if it can get some more upside. Essentially, tomorrow might be the reaction day. So today was kind of people figuring out, because it is a new administration, well, it's the same Fed, but new blood. We'll see what, like I said, we'll see what Trump, how much he affects them. Overall, the Russell is still holding this daily bull flag, so I mean it looks good. The Russell is obviously the most affected by this. The Dow pulling back from the double top here. See, hopefully we might be seeing a cup and handle continuation pattern here. So hopefully we hold the above the 50% retracement, but ideally you want to see this bull flag on the daily at the most. We had an inside bar, so I mean we'll wait for the break of that. But if we do break down, we just want to see ideally the ADMA hold. Semis. So we still have this tweezer bottom. We gapped up a little bit and basically spent the whole day selling with a bit of a bounce at the end. That's the most important level to hold. We don't want to lose that. Plus would be confirming losing the 200 moving average. So important level here. And semis, we're still in a bear flag zone. So they are the weakest. They are the weakest of the whole sector, or the whole S&P from at this time. It is the Dow, the industrial names that are holding us up. NVDA inside bar on the day. So we'll wait for the break of that tomorrow. I have a feeling we're gonna close the month off strong. So overall in the S&P, we would be closing towards the high. Apple, we have earnings tomorrow after hours. So we gapped down, but we bounced the rest of the day, and it held up strong in FOMC. We're now over the daily 50 EMA, so that's a good look. If we get more, the more continuation we get. Let's see what our retracement is for this whole move. So we're at the 0.5, so we're got a little bit above that. So we could be heading to the golden pocket. Maybe we might see that move on earnings, and we'll see what happens after hours tomorrow. Palantir. Bit of an indecision candle, Still watching this cup and handle pattern here. Like I said, this is a name to be watching out for. We do have earnings coming. Historically, we've always gone up after earnings. It's just been killer moves every single earnings. And just in the market we're in, I have a feeling we're going to make another run. Like I said, above, I feel like we're going to hit 120. That's my price target. The 120s before we make a significant pullback. And yeah, just a name to keep on your top watch. If we break this, that's kind of what I'm looking at this time. So yeah, Amazon, inside bar, still all-time high name. So we'll wait for the break of that. I'm very interested in an hourly. Oh, we hit hourly. It's after hours, so unfortunately I missed this bounce, so that is coming off my list until it makes a new all-time high. I would be interested in a 4-hour oversold position, which would be a weekly higher low, but yeah, unfortunately it made a pretty decent dip and recovery. This is why I would have bought it. You can see coming from an all-time high, first hourly oversold, people buy it. That's why this strategy is very powerful. Backburners. RGTI, we did get put in our daily higher low. Just not a strong candle to see after we set the daily higher low, and we are at risk of falling down from here and changing the daily trend to bearish. BTDR. No, I'm not going to go over this one. Reddit. Here's another very strong name to be on watch for. We just gapped up, closed the gap, gapped up, closed the gap, and went back up. So this is on backburner watch. 15-minute oversold during regular trading hours or hourly oversold to put in the daily higher low during regular trading hours. That is to be on top watch. CrowdStrike, I was going to make a trade this morning. It would have been a good trade, but I was kind of hands off today. I was going to make a trade off this double bottom, but I ended up not making the entry. I would have been able to get into a risk-free position with that small bounce for weeklies, but I didn't end up taking it. JP Morgan. So we're just waiting for... We're getting new all-time highs. The banks are looking really good. Just looking for an entry for 1 hour oversold. I would ideally like to buy. This has been quite a move already. If we put in a quick 1 hour oversold, we would be looking for a daily higher low, and hopefully that lines up with the 8 exponential moving average. But yeah, we did have a daily bull flag here, which broke bull, and then now so we could be also looking at a rising wedge by this. So we'll see how this, that's our top line anyways. See what maybe our bottom, no. See where a higher low comes from. Just an upper trend line to watch out for. Oh, same with Morgan Stanley. Looks like a lot of profit taking on the day. And I'd be interested in hourly oversold on this. Or what was this for? I'm not sure what this for. Anyways, the daily has a bit more room to run for the RSI. Might watch for a back test of this previous all-time high here. Yeah, and cruise lines. Ooh, yeah, pretty good day on cruise lines. Oh, that was after earnings, but we're still holding up at the top. We might need to see the moving averages start creep up. So I would be interested in a 15-minute oversold. Didn't make it today, but would be interested on 15 oversold or hourly oversold. Walmart making another all-time high. Just bulls. And this can get really extended. These moves, they can go on and on and on, just like setting daily higher lows, daily higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So that's why it's good to get in, get risk-free, get a runner going. So I'd be interested on a back test of this previous all-time high. Ideally, you see hourly oversold and hourly oversold or 15-minute oversold, tap this previous all-time high and then head back up. And I would be interested in making a play off that. Visa, another name, absolute bull. Earnings coming up tomorrow, so that's good. Earnings after hour Thursday. So with a run like this, I would be very cautious being bullish at this point, because it might be just sell the news after that. But we are extended on the daily. The 4 hour hourly has cooled off, but we are due for a significant pullback. Earnings might be the trigger. Tesla had earnings, pretty decent earnings after hour. So we fell out of this range. But we did hold. So not sure. We're heading back to this upper trend line. That's what I would be looking out for. You might run into some resistance right there. Apparently they missed on both, but we're still bullish. Obviously it had a good earnings call. Meta with a bit of profit taking at the end, but still just powering through. So we'll be gapping up tomorrow, possibly. Microsoft had a pullback today on earnings, so a bit bearish. It hasn't broke these levels, so this could be a level to play off of. There is a lot of trading happening here, a lot of shares, so a lot of support levels to be watching for. And so that is it for today. So thank you very much, and I'll see you for the pre-market tomorrow.